Yo, what is going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna break down how I made 1.5k and secured another winning day, getting my payout next week. Let's talk about it, okay? First thing which I want to clarify is why haven't I been posting that much? The only reason why I haven't been posting that much is because simply, or there are a couple reasons as why I wasn't posting. There isn't one, but the biggest reason as why I wasn't posting is because I've been just not getting fucking trades, bro. I've just not been trading, right? Like either I have not been trading at all, or I've been just getting break even all the time. So it's not like I've been losing and I'm just trying to hide my losses. No, I'm posting every single trade which I take on my Instagram, whether it's a win, break even, or loss, right? Like I post everything on my Instagram every single day with executions, with proof. But I've been just not getting trades, bro. Like I've been just not trading, or I've been getting break even all the time. Like there have been weeks where I've just not taken any trades, and if I took something, it was a break even. Like I've been just stuck in one place, bro, and I just didn't fucking trade, right? So that's about it. That's basically it. All right. So yeah, let me just break it down. By the way, I took a win yesterday, and I promised that I'm gonna make a trade recap, but I didn't. But today I'm gonna take it. Today I'm gonna make one because I actually managed to fade a loss today, which is super important. And yeah, let's talk about it. So just looking at the hourly time frame, right? We're obviously chopping around on the higher time frames, right? Like we're stuck in this fucking range, and we're just like not doing anything, right? We're just going back and forth in this range on the daily time frame. Like we've been not moving, even though on Monday we obviously gapped down like crazy, took out all these lows, and we closed back in the range. And now it seems like we're again trading out of that range. And what do you guys know, on the higher time frames, I always like to measure these wicks. And I talked about wick fills earlier on, that I want to see if wicks getting filled. I'm not going to talk about the entire wick fill theory, but obviously, since we made this massive, closure back in the range, we have not touched this wick at all whatsoever, right? So for Friday, I wanted to see, right, as Thursday closed pretty heavy bearish, I wanted to see Friday just run through this wick or retest this wick and see what we're gonna do. But obviously, before the market opened, we were bullish, right? And then we flipped as the market opened, and so we did not get the entire wick fill. Okay, but let me just go on the lower time frames and talk about the actual trade which I took. So if you're gonna go on the 30-minute hourly, you can see we're in a clear downtrend. Like everything just screams bearish for the day. If you were bullish, I don't know. And the reason why I was bearish again, or the reason why I was bearish is the reason why I didn't take and faded this long, right? Which I'm gonna talk about. So if I'm gonna go on the 1 minute, and just go pre-market, what do we do, right? Market opens, we kind of wick, not do too much. We kind of fake that we want to go lower. Sweep this low, tap through the open. I believe we tap this first hourly gap, even though we left this one below us, which is just super sketchy. Okay, like this is really sketchy. And what did we get? We tapped that gap, and we have a 1 minute inversion to the upside. Basically, this is not a bad trade, honestly. Like this is not a bad trade. We have, this green line represents equal highs above us. Like this is not a bad position, not gonna lie. But I faded this one just because it was a little sketchy, and then we pumped like crazy. And what we have recently seen on the higher time frame, or what am I saying, bro? What we have recently seen on the Fridays, when we are super overextended, what tends to happen is that we are not gonna get any retraces. So I understood that it's a Friday, and probably if we're gonna get a first retrace into higher time frame PDRA, like a 5 minute for value gap, and we're gonna see a reaction out of it, we probably just gonna pump higher, because that is exactly what we have been doing these past Fridays, especially when we dumped or pumped like this, or dumped, right, when we had these massive moves. So what do? Right, we tap this 5 minute gap, and you can see we close like this. Everything is looking pretty good. 5 minute, like this is a really good closure on the 5 minute. Everything is looking really good. But what is the problem with this position, right? if you're gonna go on the 30-minute time frame, again, bro, what are we? Are we bearish or bullish? Are we making lower lows or higher highs, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower high, right? We're just making lower lows and lower highs, like we're bearish. So I don't see any high probability draw on liquidity just because we're bearish, right? We're trending lower. So I don't see a reason for us to like run through these highs, right? If we were to run through this high, right, maybe then you can look for longs to the upside. But you first need a confirmation, like this isn't enough, right? Even though you had this like massive leg up, like this displacement higher, and you tap a fair value gap, and you basically have a full-on continuation pattern trade. If there isn't a high probability draw on liquidity, like this doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? So like this is not a bad trade. This is not a bad trade. But I just faded it because I did not like the draw on liquidity. And you can see like you enter and you basically have no movement whatsoever, and you immediately you go 0 pips or 0 points into profit, and you directly get dumped on, right? Like you get fucking railed. So I'm glad I faded this one, and then what happens is we are gonna finally get that move of the day, right? We start trading lower, not really doing too much. People are still obviously looking for some type of longs because we edged this or whatever. People want to see higher prices, but if you're patient and if you're looking at the higher time frames and the overall narrative, right, it just screams that we are bearish. So what do? We open a 15-minute gap at some point, and I'm gonna mark it up right now, right here. And we trade into that gap and we get this reaction out of it. Now, you could have taken trades here, honestly. I could have taken trades here as well, but I just wanted to remain a little bit patient just in case we already made a move for the day and we just want to hover in a range and not do anything. So I wanted to still be a little bit patient. We get this crazy dump, basically to me just confirming that we want to be, bearish, get a small retrace and reaction out of it. And at this point, as this candle was printing, I entered a shorts position. And honestly, because I understand what is going on the hard time frames, I wanted to hold this position so bad. Like looking at the 4-hour time frame, I was fully convinced that we want to go lower. But due to the fact that it's a Friday, we saw some choppy ass price action throughout the last week as well. I just did not have balls to fucking hold through this, bro. Honestly, like I did not have balls to hold through this, even though all my analysis was screaming to just hold this trade lower, and that is exactly what happened, right? Like my TP got smashed, and we were just dumping throughout the entire session, bro. And like, this is the thing, right? Like you always see or like you understand that your trade always, if you take trades like these, like you understand that the potential is unlimited. Like, bro, instead of securing a $500 per account, I could have fucking got 3K per account, right? But it doesn't really mean anything because at the end of the day, I followed my rules and I took a trade according to my playbook. So I'm not even though I'm not really mad, but I'm like, it's this like feeling in the back of my mind that I could have just made way more and I didn't. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because I secured a winning day and I made fucking money, which is the only important thing. And you can see we dump all the way down to the final TP, which is this line. So I could have made a lot of fucking money today, yes, but do I really care? No, because at the end of the day, I took my trade, took my winning, set up according to my playbook, and I won and I secured a winning day. So even though it feels a little bit bad because I could have made a lot more, I just don't. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because I made money, right? So we faded this position, which I'm really glad that I did not, get my stop loss railed, and we took a winning trade to the correct side of the market, which again makes me super happy that I've been able to read the price action like a market maker, right? Like that makes me the happiest. So, and that's about it, boys. I don't know what we have done. as of now. Yeah, like we took out this final low, and we are just stagnant now. So yeah, boys, pretty good trading session, and thank you guys for watching. If you're watching until now, I've been yapping for a little bit too long. I've not made a single YouTube video in a while now. So yeah, bro. Hopefully we're gonna take some good trades next week, secure payout, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna make more videos if we're gonna be able to, get some trades next week. So yes, boys, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So peace out.